Hi guys, this is Jackie from techjackie.com and welcome to another video on SEO. In today's video, I'll introduce you to the 15 proven local SEO checklists which I have used for my local SEO clients and seen a tremendous results. So first of all, let me just show you a couple of his rankings so you can be convinced and see that this is actually working. So for example, before I go ahead and type in the keywords, let me introduce you a bit to my client's business. So he's running a local computer repair shop in Canada. As you can see here, I'm also performing search from Canada, right? And IT service, right? So he provides different kinds of services in Edmonton city in Canada, as well as other related areas such as Leduc, Sherwood Park, and Fort Saskatchewan. So let me go ahead and show you a couple of his first page ranking results. Starting from computer repair Sherwood Park, which we are able to achieve first page ranking. As you can see here, this is the client's ranking here, right? How about computer repair Leduc, where we also able to secure first page ranking. This is the particular client's website, right? How about computer repairs for Saskatchewan, right? This is also another area that the client serves. This is the results. And what else? Computer repair Edmonton South, right? Other locations. And this is the client's results. So as you can see here, the method, the checklist is proven, and I've used this particular checklist in order to rank his website on the first page for many of the keywords. Even besides the service page, right? For this kind of information, we also rank our blogs page on the first page for many keywords as well. So for example, computer problems and solutions, right? Also a very big keyword, right? As you can see, we also want a snippet. This is the client's article, right? And this is our blog article. So without further ado, let me introduce you to all the 15 checklists. This is the particular checklist, right? A proven local SEO checklist. Starting off the list, we have the off-page local signals, right? Or which I normally call us an off-page signal for local business, right? So these are all the other signals which are only dealing with local SEO, right? So number one is to claim and optimize your Google My Business, right? So for example, after you have claimed your Google My Business, you also would want to make sure that you have your keyword present, right, in your business names. You have all the information necessary filled up. You have the consistent address, phone number, right, and make sure that you encourage review for your from your clients as well. I'll leave the link in the description to so you can watch my previous video where I'll talk about how to optimize your Google My Business listings, right? Okay, second point is to list your site in local directories, and that to maintain a consistent nav, right? This is a pretty obvious point. You must have heard it from many places as well, right? So you can list your website in multiple local directories and also make sure that you maintain a consistent name, address, and phone number, right? NAP. And besides, you also would want to make sure that besides having your business listed in local directories, you would also want to make sure that your business are listed in the major directories such as Yellow Pages, Yelp, right, or TripAdvisor. It depends on your business. Third is to improve off-page mentions, generally press release, right? So this basically deals with any kinds of mentions, right? It doesn't have to always be backlinks. It can be as simple as your business name plus your, let's say, your address, or what you do, right? So in this case, my client is a computer repair shop. So what it would be, as a normal mention would be, like the business name is iShape Technology, right? iShape Technology, and is a computer repair shop, right, in Edmonton, something like that. So by having something like this mentioned in anywhere on any content on the internet, is just enough, right, to really signal to Google that your computer repair shop in Edmonton, or your local restaurants in, let's say, in the London or somewhere else, right? And this basically generally is done through press release, right? So you can find any service out there and apply this. Okay, coming off to the second section, that is the on-page signals, right, or the on-page SEO for your local websites, right? So let me just show you the client's website so I can point to all the stuff. Number one is to have a clear address and contact information, right? So you can have something like a quick call here, right, on the top, and email as well. You can also add your address, right, as some of other websites would normally do, right? And you can also have it at the footer as well, something like that. Have a clear address and your contact information. Second is to have strong call to action, CTAs throughout, and testimonials, right? So like right from the beginning, you can see that I've got two buttons here, either to see the service or to call now, right, which would link to the client's phone right off the above the fold here. And beside while scrolling, you also get another call to actions here, and also testimonials, right, as you can see. Like the call to actions are sprinkled throughout the website, as you can see, right? You would need to have them throughout the website. Third is to make sure each page is keywords optimized, right? So like in this case, our homepage is optimized for computer repair Edmonton. So we would make sure that we have our H1 tags, right? We have our content with the keyword in it, right? So for example, this, right, or even this H2 tags, or something related keyword, something like that, right, that we also would want to rank for. We would make sure that we have this across on different pages that you want to rank for, right, on your target page. Fourth point is to optimize title tags and meta descriptions, right? This is for both SEOs and for click-through rate. Because remember, by optimizing just for SEO, right? Like I think probably you should already know that by having your keywords, right, present in your title tag and meta description is very important. But besides, you also would add some modifier or some words which really makes the users want to click through to your results, right? Okay. Fifth checklist point here is to optimize navigation menu, right? And this basically helps Google as well as users understand your site better, right? So in this case, we have all this set up, and then we would have home, about us, and our service. And from our service, we have like a drop down menu here where users can browse through different services that we offer, right? So this makes it very easy for users as well as search engines to really follow through the the menus, right, each pages. And there's also blog and contact us. You would want to keep this as simple as possible, right? So it doesn't makes it looks complicated. And as well, you can have something like add a footer, like a site links, or important pages, where it points the user to important page, right? Because remember, the footer widget or footer area is always present, right, on any of the in all the pages on your website. So this also makes it very handy for users as well, right? Okay, sixth point is to have clear and logical site structure, right? And what I mean by clear and logical site structure is basically, organizing your content, your site into a very logical site structure, right? So in this case, like as you can see, we have our home, we have our about us, right? Then we have our service. Suppose if we click here, you can have a look at the URL here, right? This is our service, and our service page would link out to other related service, right? Either from these list, or people or users can also click on these in either any of these links, right? As you can see, suppose if I click on this, as you can see now, our service, right, and then it's listed with the data recovery service, right? So this particular service is under our service, and this makes so much sense, right? When Google looks at your website or your URL structure, it knows that okay, data recovery is a part of your service, right? Which is also a part of your overall website, which is about computer repair, right? And besides clear logical site structure would also means having like internal linkings from your important pages, right? Like in this case, our home page, would have some internal links to other related pages, like for example, it links to our service page here, right? This links to our blog page, right? And from our blog page we also internal links each other, right? Like this blog would links to this blog or something like that, as you can see here, right? So having a clear logical site structure is also very important. I'll leave a link in the description, which I, in my previous video, I talked about, how site structure is very important for, SEO, right? The seventh point is to write content about local area, right? And this helps improve the locality relevancy, or makes Google understand that your site is belongs to a particular area. Like for in this case, our website is located in Edmonton, right? Our main area. So we would blog about different things in Edmonton, right? As you can see here, like besides having blog articles which would educate our users, like how to remove malware from Mac, right? 5 great tips for choosing computer repair service. We would also have different articles which are just about Edmonton, right? For example, top 5 things Edmonton is famous for, top 5 cell phone repair service in Edmonton, something like that. um, Remember, this is also very important, right? Like by combining this particular check point with list your site in local directories, this will help Google understand that your site belongs to a particular area, right? Because remember, with local SEO, besides SEOing optimize, because besides SEO optimize your content, right, around the keywords and all other stuff, you also have to tell to Google that your website belongs to a particular locations, right? I also leave a link in the description, which I link to one of my previous videos where I talk about this particular concept, right? That how important it is to actually write about local area. Okay. Eighth point is to embed map and basic information about your business, right? So this again helps improve the locality relevancy, as well as makes the users find your information much easier, right? Like by embedding, you can put it as at a footer, right? Like as you can see here in this case, because remember, footer area will always exist on every point on every page on your website, right? So users can instantly see your location, see the working hours, right? Remember, not just the map but the basic information. So working hours, right? And all important pages, something like that. Then having them on the contact us page as well also makes it looks much more logical and sensible, right? Okay. And ninth point is to optimize and geotag images. Optimize image basically means putting the alt text, right? Having your keywords in the alt text, something like that. And you can also compress your image, right? Like there's a free service called compressjpg.com, right? Which will essentially compress your image and reduce your image size, because one of the important ranking factors is page speed, right? Or how fast your page loads. And if you don't compress your image, right, you basically gonna make your website much heavier and essentially slows down your website, right? And Google doesn't like that. So you would want to optimize and compress your image. And by geotagging basically means embedding locations into your image, right? So Google can understand better that you're actually a local website in any particular area, right? I'll leave the link in the description as well, right? There's a video which I talk about how to optimize your Google My Business. It's basically the same video which will teach you how to geotag your image, right? But essentially there's a free service called tool.geoimgr.com, which basically will help you geotag the image. And that previous video, I go through how to actually use this, right? So you can embed your location inside your image. Okay. And the last point with regards to the on-page signals is to basically use schema markup, right? Like if you're running a local business, then obviously local schema is very important, right? Because it helps Google understands your website better, from their algorithmic view, right? Point of view. There's a free site called technicalseo.com, right? /tools/schema markup generator, which will help generate your local business markup just by clicks here and there, right? Like for example, right, your local business, so just choose local business, right? And go ahead and choose, what is your type. So you can choose here, right? If you can't find your type, just label it as local business, right? And go ahead and fill up all these informations. And once done, right, you can, just simply copy it and paste on your website, right? Or you can either use any of your, if you're using WordPress, you can use any of the plugins which, comes with a pre-installed local schema markup, right? Okay. And third section is to improve your off-page signals, right? Or basically other stuff, SEO stuff outside your website, right? And basically there are just two things here. Number one is to build local backlinks, right? Or acquiring backlinks from other, of your local website or business, right? You can either do this through, paid backlinks, or you can, do a link exchange, right? By exchanging backlinks with each other. Or you can simply, like ask for backlinks, right? Like there are many ways you can do that. And last thing is to set up social media profile for your local business, right? Like, besides looking at backlinks, Google also looks at whether your business has a legit social media profile. Not because, by having social media profile, it basically means your business is real, right? And legit there. So you would want to set up, let's say a Facebook or, Instagram or Twitter. So, and also, don't forget to link to your website, right? From those profiles, so Google can understand and connects up everything, right, for your website. And that's all for all the 15 checklists, right? And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment sections, and I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.